You know, the fresh
Because
people who are really
we
good
are
meatbags.
experts.
I
It's your
bring
call if you want
light.
the. You can let the army lead, or you can lead. It's up to you. I don't know what your mottos are, off the top of my head.
I'm just, if you lose sight of me, you have 40 long.
You know, before everyone starts rushing to the room too quickly, Donovan wants to see if he can spot tracks leading to any of the doors very recently.
Donovan, make a roll of mind and searching. Do you have anything else that helps in spotting tracks?
No, not just yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mind and searching. Where's my searching? Here it is.
Now, the doors don't form airtight seals. In fact, they're not put on here very well. Almost as if put on here by people who don't have craft.
But at least I can re-roll the D6.
With one success, there are tracks everywhere.
2 successes.
2 successes.
The most recent tracks come from the north and the south room. There is conspicuously the cat guys don't wear shoes, possibly to keep them light on their feet because they're cats. But there is a set of booted tracks that go to the center door.
And I believe this is the one we're after. Donovan will go to the center door.
Well, Bally looks at the door and says, I don't think it's trapped, as I know something of the ways of traps in tombs. But if there's some sort of magical seal on it, I wouldn't know. You folks look like, he's going to point to Donovan, who said he was a wizard earlier and is dressed like one. You're sages in this sort of, in the supernatural arts.
Yes, and I'm always right about these things too. So I will roll Observation Supernatural.
Phew. I'm so glad we teamed up with someone who's always right. That way I don't have to fear you being wrong.
Infallibility. That's why we keep Donovan around.
So what shall I roll here?
It would be mind and supernatural. Anything else you have that aids in discovering magical seals, traps, or eldritch horror?
Looking with observation.
Go ahead and add your observation. None of you guys have insider with necromancy or anything like that, so.
Nope, sold that back.
Or mystic with necromancy.
Holy shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can detect a great evil. The reason why that this place has the restless dead and evil is that beyond this door is a profaned place.
Donovan kind of lurches back a little bit and tries to keep a little bit of the vomit still inside of him. Surely, the most terrible thing is beyond this door.
So, retching is a bad sign then.
Don't you eat vomit?
Correct. I believe we should all prepare for an immediate entry. Destroy whatever lies behind it.
Hey, are there 3 6s in there?
Yes, there are, but it is a passive observation check. So,
yes.
I will say a feeling of creeping dread comes over Donovan, and his feathers are ruffled.
I'd say the devil and contains it within a gem in his head.
No, he's top on my if something extremely bad happens. I'm not sure if we should open this. If this is indeed the work of the Jet Hakim, say the underlings, aren't we risking our souls to become thralls of some otherworldly power?
You kids, don't be such wusses. Eleanor just walks up there and opens the door.
Oh my god, you fucking death. God, I don't like how Eldritch has just become fucking Death Wish Man.
Eldritch walks up. I thought you guys knew Raktus. Eldritch walks up and... I can't open the door! It resists me!
Good.
Yeah, says the hippo guy. That's because it's barred from the other side.
Nonsense. Who's ever heard of such a thing?
Rattle, rattle. So, do you want to roll your body of D4? Try and force it open?
Could I perhaps do a magical...
One success. What do you got for me?
You hear a crunch, and you fall down because it's a stunt. Donovan just says, oh, well, it's just barred with wood. I have mastery over the elemental things.
God, I think I broke my leg.
Could I simply lift the bar on the other side?
You can try making a roll of mind, craft, and supernatural.
All right.
You need at least 2 successes to pull something like this off.
Let's see. No craft, but I do have crazy supernatural.
Yeah, let's hope you can pull this off with your 12 dice.
At least 2.
Okay. Well, that'll give a. You can hear the bar move slightly, but it's a heavy bar. Yeah, if anyone wants to open the door, let's go ahead and open this. And it opens out.
Oh, that's why I was pushing.
Hold on. Reveal areas. There we go. Inside, you will see a burial chamber worthy of one of the kings of ages past. There is a sepulcher in the middle of the room. Actually, sorry, it's a sarcophagus, my bad. Which has a wooden lid, not a stone lid. It is a replica of one of the pharaohs of the past, and it is clearly closed. The room itself, the weird echoes and the stirrings and the heavy breathing that come, that fills the room that you are in, that is now filled with the army, the sound does not enter this room. It's dark, and there is a chill that especially Donovan, for some reason, the air to you here, the shadows look darker and deeper to you, and that it's just something is dreadfully off.
I throw a pebble into the room.
Yeah, you just walk into the room.
No, I said I throw a pebble into the room.
It makes a clack noise and then settles, looking alien and strange.
Otherwise, no effect.
Nothing happens.
Donovan will try to at least listen through the creeping, terrible silence to see if maybe someone's hiding in that room.
It couldn't be any quieter in here.
It's like a stir of echoes.
Yeah, the guys say, we could go get a priest or something. It wouldn't be
You've
that
got
difficult.
a priest, Eldred says with confidence.
You walk into the room.
I walked
It's
into the room.
cold. I need you to make a roll of mind, observation, and supernatural. Do you have anything that would aid in this?
I've got mind.
Yeah. Observation and supernatural. You don't actually have Mystic of Necromancy yet, right?
No.
That's on your
the
list,
Yep. Let's see. Supernatural D8. And do I have anything else? No observation. Speaking with dead sounds like a bad idea right now. Nope, that's everything. 1 success.
The tracks that Donovan described earlier clearly lead into here. There is dirt in here, not sand.
I have to ask, does knocking on wood, is that a good luck thing in this era?
Knocking on wood is usually, if you're saying something bad about the supernatural spirits, you knock on wood as either a polite note or to drive them out. So, for example, it's like, man, those stupid fairies always stealing my spoons. Knock, knock, knock. So that's what that means. So I'm not sure so knocking on a coffin is as bad as you think it might be.
Insulting to the participant of the coffin.
Is
there anything written on the coffin? Sarcophagus, sorry.
It's carved in that weird, spooky Egyptian way where it's got a face on it, and then they have it's not the waked, is it? I'm sorry if I'm butchering this stuff, but it's got the kind of Egyptian crown, and it's got the scepter.
Right, the crossed scepters.
Right. And I don't know, if it represents some king of old, academics would tell you it looks like Delton Valley, tomb. Whether it's a false replica, or whatever, you wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, we know it's made of wood, so.
But you know it's made of wood, and this is a sarcophagus, which is supposed to be completely made of stone. So this lid is retrofit.
People are watching me, aren't they?
Yes.
Everyone is watching you.
What if I moved like right here? People still see me?
Just call out if you need anything, they say.
I think I see something on the wall over here. I try to make the undead go restless.
Oh my god, what an asshole.
Donovan definitely senses this.
Why don't you make a roll?
I-
Let's hope for triple sixes.
A roll of what though?
What is Unleash the Dead? Isn't that a specific thing?
Yeah, but it's just a thing. I don't think it's. Hold on.
No, it has a roll.
Sorry, I've got to find it in the book. I'm near the bottom.
It's a specific stun.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it was an actual roll or not. Alright, here we go. Stunt to Unleash the Dead as a stunt. You may declare a group of undead targets, then roll your will and deceit as a group attack.
And with a bonus, and you may also claim a bonus 3d6. In fact, you will have a bonus 3d6.
So, yeah, we're fucked.
So that's 1-6. Go ahead and roll some more.
Oh no, that's not my roll right there.
Oh, okay. So roll your will, deceit, and 3d6.
Yeah, sorry, I was still typing it out. That's only 2 6s, thank you very much.
Okay, now I want to point out to you guys that while you were like doing that and creeping around the corner, the army guy, I should name one of these. Yeah, that's Bali. Okay, show nameplate so you guys can see it. There we go. Bali has ordered a phalanx where there are two rhinos have moved forward and they're kneeling. Behind them are 3 guards who all have pulled out their Giselles and all have them at the ready.
Operation Hearing Loss is a go.
When you unleash the undead, the lid of the coffin rattles, and then it bursts open like some sort of Hammer movie special effect.
The best.
And
I've already sent myself reeling.
rising up, as if on a board, is this strange figure. It looks to be like some sort of aristocratic bat. And he rises up, his eyes glowing with rage, and he hisses, his hands in a clawed motion. And as soon as he does that, there's a hail of gunfire.
Something tells me, much like the Hammer movies, an ineffectual rain of gunfire.
Well, they should be pretty decent shots.
No, that is an extremely effective hail of gunfire. 3 bullets go off. The target is struck first. It bends over double. Then the second shot blows through the jawbone, and blood goes everywhere. And the third shot hits it square in the chest, and it falls down, twitches several times, and then lays still in a display that is clearly a horrible overkill.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Did we kill
What the hell was that?
Don't know, but it seems to be over now.
In the master. Oh dear, is there anything left to put back into the coffin?
That looks to be like some sort of unholy abomination. Well, we're not touching it. All right, that's all the proof we need. Let's go call the queen and tell her we found something horrible here and get every single priest we can.
We should definitely have guarding areas.
Not it! Damn it! Okay. Well, Bali is going to say thank you very much, Donovan and Eldritch and Captain Sam, and wasn't there like a fourth one of you? Oh, not important.
I don't remember one.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you're forgetting our most important member. His name's Khalid.
I'm right here. People overlook me all the time.
I guess I don't exist unless I'm covered in blood.
Well, I always assume you're hiding unless you want to show up.
Well, no, I've just been standing around.
Oh, I thought you said you were hiding. Remember you
No, I
said
was gonna
that?
hide when we originally opened the door, but the army came, so I've just been standing around.
Okay. Ah! You've been here the whole time. Well, that obviously is some sort of eldritch abomination horror.
Sorry, you said my name?
I'm Eldritch. These are my brothers, Abomination and Horror.
Oh, so that's one of those eldritch monsters, huh?
Well, we've done our duty removing a bit of evil from the world, but I think we still have our due diligence left to do.
Do you think it's from the Forsaken City? Relic of, but whatever it was, it's dressed in modern foreign clothes, or at least what's left of them.
Sounds
we can't
like
ask
that.
it now, but there might be something left in one of these doors.
Yeah, maybe we didn't shoot its identifying symbol. Maybe it belongs to some sort of house in a foreign city.
Actually, there's probably no reason I couldn't go up now and see if there's maybe like any sort of identifying things or anything important on it. Now that it's completely destroyed.
Correct?
Okay, I had two people talking at once. I'm going to go ahead and do Griffin first. Griffin, searching the body will be a roll of mind searching. Well, you're looking for identifying marks, so it's going to be 3 skills. It'll be academics, because you're looking for clues, searching, because you're looking for clues, and supernatural, because I think you care about that. Ada,
yes.
Sorry, Quote Man, you had a question?
Yeah, I think its jaw got blown off.
What?
You said something about it getting shot in the mouth or something.
Oh, yeah, it's been overkill.
Yeah,
but
its head's still intact. Enough that we could tell.
Yeah, it's the jaw has been twisted to the side. You could possibly cast a Speaking with Dead spell with it, but and since you cast Speaking with Dead successfully, you still have a charge in it. Is that correct, Eldritch?
No.
Oh, I thought if it worked, you could keep casting it, but if it fails, you have to stop.
I'm pretty sure I only got the wood casting for rest period, we say.
Donovan goes wrist deep into the corpse pile and gets 8 successes.
He also correctly gets A's.
Oh, here's the AIDS needle. I found it, and I just remove it quietly.
The what?
Oh.
He was joking about finding AIDS in the bloody pile.
I'm just joking that he's touching a bunch of like blood.
Is that a joke? I mean, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay.
It's a terrible, terrible in poor taste joke, but it still qualifies.
Well, he just cut up the hell. He's injured, so it's obviously he might have an open wound somewhere near his hands, and it's going wrist deep into a blood.
I have become the vampire.
Okay. Donovan, it's obvious from the corpse's dress that it is definitely from a foreign place. In fact, your guess from the dirt that is both under its fingernails and on the corpse itself and the wrinkled, desiccated parts of its body, and the and also in this room, that this is the kind of the red soil that is typical of Gravoia land. Notorious for its red Woots steel. Why there's a bunch of this dirt and why there's somebody here from Gravoia is not clear to anybody.
I suddenly feel a lot worse about my actions today.
Yep, and there's also a lot of dirt in here, which there's not supposed to be dirt in a sarcophagus.
My aunt is not going to be happy.
Undoubtedly, it must be part of whatever profane undead ritual is required for him to be here.
Well, so the Tomb Guardians will say, well, that means it's probably not from the Forsaken City then, because it's some sort of foreign intrusion, which only justifies a decision of our great Anatolian benefactors to ban all magical practices when stuff like this happens.
Yeah, well, we all look over at Donovan.
We'll have to bring this up with the Malachites, but we are definitely indebted to you, and I will definitely take your statements and forgive your trespass into this domain, and definitely rooting this out and this conspiracy of necromancy on our land. The Delta Nation thanks you, even though I don't really have that authority to do that.
Well, regardless, Bully, I still take your thanks in stride.
All right. Well, let's get out of this place and get the authorities in here. It's really my job to keep you, I appreciate all the help that you guys done in murdering all these assassins and stuff, but if we could just...
Well, you remember we had authority to be here.
Oh, that's right. Well, this has gone to tier 2, so I need to get you guys out.
I think you'll find that my pamphlet here says I have tier 5 clearance.
Let's go look at it outside in the light where we can read.
You can't read.
That's okay. I am a light.
Well, they want to usher you out. Do you let the army... All right. So
Donovan will try to take some quick engravings real quick.
Go
because
ahead.
There are 2 rhinos blocking the way. Yes.
Well, that's all right. While Donovan's doing that, I'm going to lead them in a quick 5-minute prayer.
Right. With the 6 successes, I'm going to, or 7 successes you have here, make a note that you take some engravings and samples and write them down in your notebook. Just make a note that you do that.
All right.
Okay, because I believe you are shown outside by the army, who give you an escort out of Monument Valley. After you're escorted outside the valley and basically into, I want to call it Mining Town. There's that little settlement that's in between Heliopolis and Monument Valley, which is basically the people who quarry the limestone, for rock projects.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Sam is going to have a big smile on his face and say, went pretty well.
About as well as it could have gone.
Oh, no, it went way better, because I've got this. Captain Sam holds a cedar chest about as big as a bread box.
Where did you win?
It was in one of the side rooms, behind a bunch of stuff. You can tell it's important because, first of all, it has a mechanical lock, and second, he gives the box a little shake. It makes a rattling noise like coins.
To think I ever could have doubted your intelligence at all, Captain Sam.
Well, while you guys were sitting there doing a lot of talking and dealing with the army, I'm Captain Sam. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to pick locks, and I just wanted, and this was small enough to get out with it, so I'm sure it must be important.
One thing does bother me. I wonder if Bali found that assassin on the way out.
Oh, sorry, if you ask Bali. Well, when you guys are escorted outside, there are 2 more guys outside with a corpse. Yes, we found him.
Perfect.
None of these assassins escaped here alive. And Captain Sam hid the coffer. That's the technical name for it. The money coffer. Hid that because they're not giving you a share of the treasure.
Right.
So, but I will say that, what you guys were attacked with, gray level short swords and gray level daggers. So there wasn't any special loot. So, but Captain Sam says, I'll be more than happy when we get to someplace of safety to try and get this lock picked.
Be a good way to unwind, at least.
But we did solve a problem. Apparently, there's a bunch of things called pillar men, which I talked about in the previous podcast. A bunch of necromancers who these guys are worshiping. Whatever that was an undead abomination from across the sea. Somehow came here and led all these guys. Now all I have to do is tell that to the cleric guys, and they can just leave or use this as an excuse for their invasion. Either way, we got some money, and we found out where all this was coming from.
We just take care of the necromantic bullshit.
Why, yes, I believe we've accomplished a goal. We've taken care of necromantic bullshit.
Dun, 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 dun.
You have accomplished a goal. Please erase that goal from your list.
90% of this was just me fighting the assassins.
Okay. Instead, replace it with increased trait of choice.
Oh,
This
boy.
is a gift that allows you to pick any of your traits, body, speed, mind, will, species, or career, and raise it to the next die size.
I'm thinking mine might be better.
This is what we call a major reward.
Got it.
Can't imagine why.
And actually, this is probably a good place to wrap up, so let's go ahead and do a quick debriefing. First, I want to do a debriefing on goals. Did anyone accomplish any other goals?
That was the only one I had.
It's
I mean, one might argue that Ada may have accomplished the assassin goal since all those people were assassins.
Yeah, but no.
Ada, I think you accomplished your goal of proving that you were superior to these assassins.
Right, but that wasn't my goal to be a superior assassin. It's to be a master assassin.
Well, I think that since you defeated these assassins, who are obviously elite-level assassins, I would, hey, I'm the game host. Do you want to cash it in now, or do you want to hold on to it until later?
Nah, I'm gonna go for. Like the whole thing is that yeah, these are elite, but like anybody worth their weight can take on a certain amount of people.
So you're gonna hold on to it.
Basically, I want a mythic level ability that's unreplicable almost.
That's fine. That's why we have the system. All right, that's why we have the debriefing.
Known as a legendary assassin, despite being an assassin.
Which is kind of an oxymoron, because if you're doing your job as an assassin, no one should know that you've been assassinating anyone.
Not really. Only the people in this group who I trust.
You would know. All right, that's cool. Does anyone else have any other goals they want to get off their list?
If it comes to personal goals, maybe I've collected some rare book material here.
Was your goal to collect some rare book material?
A personal goal.
Personal goals aren't a thing.
I know.
No, I'm talking about like official quest goals is awarded by, as either the gimme goal you wrote down or a goal I've awarded out.
Nah, I think we've cleared them all, actually.
Okay, I thought Ada still had one. Okay, all right. Well, all right, so congratulations on that. So, debriefing. This was your first big drawn-out tactical fight.
Indeed.
Yes.
Do you have any questions about what went down?
I had a question I wrote down. Robes and armor. I was under the impression robes didn't provide any armor, and so they would not necessarily restrict and burden you for wearing leather and then the robe.
Sorry. Robes do not give armor dice, but if you wear robes and robes still count as armor. They just don't give you any armor bonus. Just like you can wear clothes in Dungeons and Dragons, they don't add anything to your armor class.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wear robes and armor at the same time, you're encumbered. You either wear robes, you wear robes, leather. If you wear robes and leather, you're encumbered.
All right then.
Have you been encumbered this whole time?
It hasn't really been that big of an issue because Donovan wasn't moving that much. But yeah, if you wear robes and leather, you're slower. I encourage wizards to do it because you want to live, but it's also it's a little design behind the curtain here. In Ironclaw, by dressing like a wizard, you get wizard bonuses. It also explains why you're not in full plate in casting spells. This isn't exactly Skyrim. So,
I missed old Brand wearing
I am, in fact,
robes
taking
and
advantage
plate.
of exactly that thing right now. So the robes are no longer negotiable. I have to wear them.
Right, well, it's okay if you wear robes and leather. It just means that in a tactical fight like this, it means you can't use the dash move, which means all of your movement is random.
You're telling me, Griff, I've got secrets of unholy magic, and I never wear my fucking black robes.
Right. And but I mean, it's just like inconvenient because it means, unlike Ada, who was just to say, I just moved 4 and 1, I'm just done. You guys have to roll dice to see how far you move, and you could overshoot or undershoot.
Mm-hmm.
We like that rule a little bit better than the usual, let's just penalize your movement points for being heavy, because it makes being in armor awkward. Like you actually have trouble moving around the battlefield, and that's what we really wanted. Plus, I think random movement is cool, but I'm
It
weird
does come across a point of inconvenience, though, where I'm pretty sure Donovan most of the time could not possibly carry a majority of his equipment without also being encumbered.
Well, it's just
Good thing he only carries a staff most of the time.
Right. So it also means being a wizard. Now, some people, if you want to be a tank, will go ahead and layer like chain and leather, and then tank it up. So
Pretty
But the game has no like class restrictions. It just has lifestyle restrictions.
Mhm.
But we did see the rods being used and some good counterspelling. I think we also saw one of the things I like about Ironclaw is the variety of attacks. You had the zombies who were more dangerous on counterattacks, and also you very rarely saw their swarming behavior because they didn't. Making them berserk denied them the swarming behavior, but once they had that, they were starting to roll d12s. I'm not sure if you guys quite saw that in the replay, but as soon as they were able to
I did.
move together and swarm, suddenly a lot of d12 showed up, and that made them really scary. So as long as they were disorganized, compare this to the assassin guys who were rolling d8s all the time and used reserve tactics. I personally like the fact that because the game doesn't quite have hit points, you're never quite sure how it's going to swing at any moment, and there's always a choice between do you take on reeling guys, do you take on afraid guys. It feels a lot more dramatic to me. So
Yeah, a little worse on the defense rolls. At least another person could have been down. All could have gone sideways really easily.
I'm impressed because I didn't think you guys were going to get this far. So, but of course, have you guys met Ractus? I mean, you guys know about the way he fights.
I'm pretty familiar. I was actually ready to refresh flight and then do a flying run all the way off the map.
Yeah, I like that you guys had a good escape route. So, cool. Well, I'm glad everybody enjoyed that. That's one experience point for just being in the debriefing.
Get another one.
Yeah, so one experience point. Eldritch, what was your motto?
Speak strongly, and your words can level mountains.
I think you definitely deserve a point for that. I did like the trick the guy at the last minute. So Griffin, what's Donovan's motto?
Stars and study, lead the way.
You took some research information here, and you guys found this place. It's a point for you. And of course, Quoteman, if we see Ada, we're already dead, right?
If you lose sight of me, which they did not start the fight seeing me, so they had a little bit of disadvantage.
And they are dead.
And there was that sneaky guy on the map. I liked that. He's just sitting there biding his time. So that is definitely a point for Ada. So that's 2 points. And this will end the chapter of the story. So it's the end of a chapter. If you have any gifts that recharge once per chapter, like Captain Sam's Wealth, you can recharge those right now. Also, ending a chapter earns you 1 experience point. So that's 3 points.
Oh, boy.
Oof, put me at the 9 mark.
Yeah, I'm at the 12 mark.
Yep, 12. It costs 4 points to buy a new skill mark, and it costs 10 points to buy a new gift.
So I'm thinking I should buy Skulker probably so I can start doing stealth tactics.
Yep. So I want to thank everybody for participating. Sorry that we didn't do this last week, but the glitch has been resolved. Thank you, Roll20, for modifying the engine. So it worked great. And this has been, the Mystery of Monument Valley. This is Horn and Ivory, which is the newest Ironclaw book. We're very excited about it. And I know this will go up a bit later, but we are planning to be at Midwest Fur Fest at the end of November. So if anyone wants to come see us there, that's the next convention we'll be at. Yeah, so hyped and stuff. Well, we'll also be at a convention called Fur Reality, which is actually this weekend, October 6th. But that's tiny and local, so if you're local to Cincinnati, you can come see that. And then, of course, we'll be up in Schaumburg for Midwest Fur Fest, so we hope to see people there. And thanks, everybody, for playing.
Thank you for running. It's fun.
Yeah.